Welcome to or welcome back to the analyst segment here at the University of Idaho Esports Lab down in the Bruce Pittman Center. We've got a good one on tap. The playoffs are going in full swing now. And this stream in particular will be the Idaho JV2 Rocket League team as they face the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders, and what should be a good one.
Yeah, we'll see. So far, I think JV2, from what I've been looking, they are 5-2, 5 wins, 2 losses so far in their season. So, and they're one of 2 Rocket League teams at the Idaho Esports that are make it to the playoffs. It's JV2 and JV4.
JV2 and JV4, yes, you are correct. Now, the interesting thing that goes with that is that I'm looking at the playoffs right now in this bracket, and JV4 is currently set to face UHart. The winner of that will play the winner of this matchup that we're streaming right now. So we could potentially see a JV2 versus JV4 matchup in these same playoffs.
Yes,
but
that'd be cool to see.
That is a little bit out of the scope. For now, we just have to focus on this one. Now, you were watching the VOD a little bit. What did you see out of this JV2 team?
So far, mind you, this VOD is about a month old, so a lot of opportunity between that time for things to change. But from what I had seen, some strengths that our Vandals have currently is really good individual ball control at the level that they're playing at. Just they understand what their capabilities are, and they're able to hit goals, steal, all that stuff. Some things that I would like to see them work on going forward is some more team plays, or at least team plays that are fortuitous and they work out in their favor, and or their rotations, which is both of those things are really big components in Rocket League. So I think that would contribute to, if they were a little bit stronger on those things, this may be a win in their favor for this game. But that's just what I've noticed so far.
That's something I also noticed. I watched the VOD a little bit. The one time that this team was streamed, it was streamed at one point. It was a 4-0 sweep for this JV2 team. Looked in pretty dominant fashion. I believe it was a 2-1 win in Game 7 or Game 4. Didn't need a Game 7. But when I saw that, I also believe that, we have these good individual plays going down. A couple of whiffs on the ball here and there or whatever, but a pretty dominant win when we did stream.
Yes, exactly. So, and this game is also best of 7, so, they have an opportunity to take that again. So just like I said, keeping up on that, I think definitely with some team plays, I saw, a lot of setting up for an assist and then not a lot of, speed getting there, which I think is a part of that rotation issue they've been having. So I think if they just kind of work there to be a little bit faster, that would. I mean, this is a speed game in general. That's the name of the game is speed. So if they are just on top of that a lot more going forward for this game, I could definitely see a lot of improvements on their end.
It's kind of how all these games go. In the end of the day, is speed, fast. Right?
Yeah, and
I can't think of a single game where speed is not a huge factor.
Exactly. Yeah.
When you get to these competitive type games and League, maybe. I mean, it's a slow, but it emphasizes speed.
Yes,
in the fact that, speed of throwing out your AoEs and whatnot, your CCs, whatnot. I don't know the League. I do not claim to.
Definitely a lot of, the fact of, here's our team too, exactly, just a lot of team interaction, especially with this game, is strong, because I think if you were able to really see out a good team play, then, just like with any game, then you are able to score and get farther, do well, all of that.
We have a bit of a sneak peek at the new jerseys too. Should be unveiled shortly. Spoilers, I apologize.
Yeah, I know. Makai is currently wearing our last year, I guess you'd say, maybe last semester as well. Yeah, our old jerseys, but a little bit of a sneak peek so far.
See what they're doing in the practice. Just kind of, want to jump first. Just looking at the practice. Going around, these teams seem coordinated. I don't see coach anywhere in this particular camera, maybe just off screen somewhere.
I think captain just walked by, though, I want to say. And then we got players. So,
yes. Captain's there. It should be just fine in terms.
Yep.
They're definitely locked in. They're ready for this playoff.
Oh, yeah.
4-0 sweep when we saw them. They're definitely playoff ready.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch them play a little bit before we had started stream, too. And I noticed a lot of, and this might help with the team playing issue, is a lot of communication with one another. They were just doing some practice games, and I heard a lot of yelling for help with assists, claiming the ball and all that stuff. So that communication seemed really strong from what I had been watching.
That was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Nice little jump there.
Look at that.
Yeah, not too much. Just seems like the individual practice at this stage. So hopefully the team comms are there and ready. Oh, they're looking around a little bit.
I haven't got a chance to see much about the other team. Do you know anything about them, really? Other than, what was the mascot? You said it earlier.
It was the Mule Riders.
Okay.
Can't say I know anything about the actual team
Mhm.
themselves. We'll see when the actual games start going, but did not get a chance to look up the other team.
Mm-mm. Mule Riders, though. That's
Yes.
a interesting mascot.
Well, it's original. I'll take originality over,
that's true.
like, Bulldogs,
Mhm.
Cougars, shout out Wazoo,
Yeah.
and BYU and Houston.
Or like a bird, like Cardinal. Shout out
Cardinal.
NIC.
The Cardinal's not all that common in the college sports.
That's
It's a
true.
professional team, his name.
Yeah.
With both St. Louis and Arizona, but I'll take originality, even
That's
if it's a
true.
little on the weirder side,
That's true.
as opposed to just playing the Cougars again.
Yeah.
All 45
agree.
Cougars that exist.
There's so many.
50
It's
Bulldogs.
crazy.
In the rest of this playoff bracket, I believe the rest of these games are happening right now, but Waynesboro University did take the 4-0 win over Binghamton University, which will end their season in the Division F bracket at least. Nothing else has happened on that front. We're just looking forward to the potential JV2 versus JV4 matchup.
Yes, that
here
will be
personally.
exciting. Yeah, I don't know if we've had that in the past at all. I feel like we had it maybe last fall. We had another Idaho versus Idaho bracket, battle, but
Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe in Rocket League. I'm not 100% sure. I know for a fact that they play each other in competition.
Yeah.
For a lot of the special events that we do, like the Battle of the Palouse or whatnot.
Yep.
Big Sky, I believe they've played each other like last year when that happened.
I know we've had a current. I think it was. I forget the term. It's either like round robin. I want to say whatever it's. We had an Idaho v Idaho.
Yeah.
last
yeah.
week.
That's true. Yeah, the round robin where you just go around and play everyone.
Yeah. That was
multiple JV teams were in, and
that was fun to see. I got to cast that. It was a fun.
It's
fun
pretty
game.
fun. I do remember that. It was like varsity versus JV1, and JV1 they kind of stuck with it. It was pretty.
Yeah.
That's a pretty embarrassing loss if you're varsity though.
Yeah.
So
That's okay though. Yeah, the varsity's been taking it a little bit this season, but they've been really good. Really, really good team. Like really good sportsmanship. They've been really excited to come and be here, but it sucks they couldn't make it to playoffs. But hopefully next semester we'll see
just
about
unfortunate,
them.
just a little lacking as opposed to most semesters when they're a pretty big power force here.
Yeah, I think they've just had to switch in. Not to switch the conversation to varsity, but I guess we will. They've had to switch in players too. I want to say they lost a big player last year because he graduated. I want to say I just can't remember who off the top of my head, but they've had just a switch and everything, so it made it probably kind of hard for them as well. I want to say, but the JV2 team I think has stuck through. I think it's been the same ones at least since last year. I want to say I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
JV2 in particular?
Yeah, I definitely know. I know names, not gamer tags, so I'm going to out myself here a little bit. Toby and Seth, I know that they are returning from last year. I don't remember if the other two, I think we've had the same, the captain is the same from last year too, I want to say.
Here, hang on, I got the names here somewhere.
So I know that much. If anything, maybe new after that, but I know that at least those two and the captain have always, those three have been together since then.
Yes, I remember seeing those names. Well, should the roster stay as this time we streamed last time, it will be Pajama, Saft Hazard, Seth, and Toaster.
Okay, cool.
As the three anchors. I recall a Saft Hazard and a Toaster. I do not remember a Pajama though. That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, so maybe new, but like I said, they seem to be good communicators at least. I know outside of the game that they're also all kind of like friends and they hang out and they play Rocket League all the time, even outside of practice. So they seem to get along pretty well with one another.
And that is a huge anchor if you're a team to be friends that just play along and vibe with each other.
Yes, definitely.
That also means when the chemistry just comes along. I've had the opportunity the past few weeks of interacting with the varsity Smash team.
Okay.
And those guys are tight. They know each other very well.
Yeah, good friends. Yeah.
Yes.
It definitely helps with this like the team dynamic, like you mentioned too. Open communication with one another, showing up there for one another too, because that's a big part of the whole team dynamic is being willing to show up for one another.
Absolutely.
Coming to these practices, doing these games can be like tiring, especially if we're also just college students on top of that. So it can be hard to show up like that for one another all the time. But if you're willing to do that, because you're not just players but you're friends, that's huge.
Yeah, that's just 1v1. I can't imagine how it is in this 3v3 setting. I think we're still in the individual practice lobbies, so.
I think so, yeah.
Just vibing out, just texting.
Okay, we're almost about there. Other team is getting ready. So I'm getting excited. This is going to be good.
Oh, hang on. I think we got. Those look like the check-in. So it looks like that's our cue to go ahead and bring you guys over to the casters. We appreciate you here, and the analysts will send you out. We'll see you next time.
Well, thank you, analysts. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the playoffs. I'm so excited.
Me too.
I'm Green Rose Gaming.
I'm Let's Go and Leaf.
And we're going to get into the first match of playoffs with our JV2 team. And don't forget, we also have our JV4 team also competing today. I mean, this is a great season for Rocket League. I'm happy.
Yeah, no, I mean, last semester, too, our varsity team won the ECAC championships. So everything's been going really well for our Rocket League teams this semester.
Yeah, and here we go. Nice bump from South Arkansas. I believe that's Toyota. That's already loving these names. Wait.
Yeah, there's Billy, there's McCheese, and then it looks like there's Victor.
Okay.
Or Victor Dying, but I'm just going to call him Victor because his gamer tag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say that whole thing. Oh,
nice save from safety. Ooh, send it over. I would love some game audio, but you know what? That's fine. We can live without it, I guess. Safety getting that hit in touch. Passes by McCheese. Victor whiffing
the
it.
Boost. That was a nice boost steal from Safety Hazard. I would just want to highlight, but yeah.
Yes.
Now Victor, he's going off the corner.
Ooh.
Another punch away from Safety Hazard set. He's been kind of locked in so far, I think.
Mm-hmm. I would say from what we've seen so far, obviously it's still just a minute into the game. Vandals have been having pretty solid possession over the ball. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, those slow moments, I just get distracted.
Yeah, it looks like we have Pajama, Safety Hazard, Seth, and then
nice
Toaster.
Pinch. Oh my goodness. That would have been so funny if that went in. I bet that would have just been a ping off the bar.
Oh, that one almost went in. That was another good team play so far.
Victor has been pretty good with defense so far. Let's see if that keeps up. She's trying to go for it, but not too hot. Safety Hazard getting to it. Victor turning around. Right. Toaster with the save.
Yeah. No, Toaster's actually, he's one of my friends in chemical engineering. So I met with him before the match, and he was pretty excited for all of this to happen. So,
well, congratulations to him. I mean, this is a great time for JV2.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Victor, he's going to hit it all the way downfield there.
But Toaster's ready.
Getting a nice clear there, and Seth is going to bring it back down to the edge of the field. That was a nice stuff there. They're really on top of their game today, and I think I casted another game for them in which they weren't doing as well, but I think today they've been looking a lot better. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's just they've been practicing more. Ooh.
They might just be locked in.
Yeah. That could have been a shot from Victor, but he couldn't quite catch up there in time. But he does have this ball bouncing off the corner.
Yeah, here we go. Gets it centered, but Toaster kicks it out. Taking it across mid. Here you go. Cheese is trying to keep up with him.
Ooh, that was close to a center, just a little bit off target. Oh, that was a pinch all the way down, but Safety is there, and he's going to knock it. Pajama has a chance.
Perfect setup. Victor was not at quite the right angle to get that save, and that is the first goal of the game. Best of sevens right now.
Yeah. No, and then it is a one-game elimination, essentially, so whichever team loses, I believe, will be kicked out of the playoffs.
Correct.
So, things are looking positive for the Vandals right now. It looks like they're going to have kind of a back pass. It didn't quite work, but Safety's there to knock it out of the way. And
Billy trying to push it back over. Gets it to his teammate, but Safety's sending it out.
Victor Dying gets it over Pajama. But he does get it over Safety. Toaster's going to knock it back downfield, but straight to McCheese.
Oh, nice bump.
Yeah, we've been seeing lots of volleys, I think, lots of fights over possession in the midfield. Mm-hmm. Neither team feels like it's truly dominating, which I personally like. Like, it makes the games a lot more interesting. Oh, and speaking of.
Tying it up, Victor Dying gets that setup from McCheese straight into the goal. Undefended. Oof.
That was a really nice second touch from McCheese there, because otherwise I think the Vandals totally would have cleared that out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but it was slight enough that it didn't ruin the trajectory of the ball and throw off Victor.
as you're saying, I've also seen a lot of 50-50s here. Some solid pinches.
Mhm.
I mean, this is a pretty good game so far. It's a little slower than I'm used to, but we're also used to like varsity speeds.
Yeah. No,
But
Lokor,
this isn't
Zachman,
bad.
and Jimmy can get crazy sometimes.
Yeah, but honestly, this is nice, and both
This
teams
is
are.
like a little bit more my level of the game, though they're still a lot better than me.
Yeah, I could never play
Ooh,
like this.
another close shot from Victor.
Victor trying to get the ball turned around, but safety's not letting it happen. Up into the air. Victor ready for the defense. Keeps it away from the Vandals. Toaster getting it at midfield. Sending it back over. Ooh, that was a nice
Right
volley.
off the ooh, safety almost has it there. Can't quite catch up.
Pajama with the bag.
Oh, it's knocked over. Safety barely gets the save there. That was a nice save from Toaster there as well.
Yeah. I was a
Great
little worried
defense
about that
so
one.
far.
Okay,
For
we
sure.
have 20 seconds left. It's still tied up. Has not felt like it's been 5 minutes.
Yeah, no,
This
it's
is
been
great.
it's been a really good game so far. Oh, that could be a dangerous hit from Toaster. Safety hits it across the goal net, but
I hate it when they take it cross center, especially that close to the
know.
goal. Like, I get it strategically, but it's so stressful. 1 second left. Now we're into
Oh.
overtime.
amazing first game for the playoffs too.
First game playoffs. First game of
Oh,
the
that's
series.
unfortunate. That's
What happened there?
kickoff goals like that. It kind of happens from probably a lack of coordination, I think, but no one was back
Yeah.
in net, so that was a really. And speaking of pinches, that was a pretty unfortunate thing to happen,
Yeah.
especially in overtime.
But you know what? First game of 7. Congratulations to SAU for that first one.
Yeah, I think
pretty close.
it was definitely a very close match, and I honestly thought the Vandals were gonna win like once they had secured that first goal, just because everyone was going back and forth so much.
Yeah. Victor dying. Solid defense. We're going to have to watch out for
Yeah.
him. But he's actually still pretty proficient on the offense, too.
I would agree for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely a player to look out for. Safety hazard really popping off this game.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree that Seth's and safety hazard has been looking. He's been looking really, really well.
Good form. We should be heading into the second match coming up soon.
Hopefully,
Maybe.
but in the meantime,
We can keep talking about that game. Guys, we have game audio now. The door.
what?
Do you need me to open the door?
No, fine.
Okay. If you're sure. I think
My
we're in
bad.
game now. No, you're fine.
Maybe. My bad, chat.
No, you're good. It's fine. There we go. Kickoff goes over to the side. Pajama taking it over. Victor sends it to the corner. Toaster coming up. Pinch over to the side. Maybe. No, Billy's not letting that happen. Over midfield. A nice touch from Victor, defended by Toaster. Bounce off the side. Touch up. Safety going back, but they got us in a dangerous position. Billy was trying to get that shot, but Toaster wasn't letting it happen. Safety hazard and Toaster on back and front post. Here we go. Bounce off top. Nice crossbar over into the corner. Victor Dyke trying to push in, but Pajama's now getting it over into SAU territory. Billy knocked out of the way. Crossbar does prevent that goal. Demo from Toaster onto McCheese. Up into the air. Here we go. Billy stealing that touch away from Pajama. Toaster sending it up, and now we're back into SAU territory. Toaster centering it, but blocked by McCheese. McCheese Sr. I did not notice that. I wonder where McCheese Jr. is.
He's just that superior.
There we go. Nice bounce to center. Safety hazard sends forward with Pajama as support. Just into the corner. Victor's trying to get to it. Gets it before safety, but Toaster gets it on the ground. First point of the match.
That was an amazing shot placement.
Look at that. Touch from Victor off the side. Bounce right in front of Toaster. McCheese, despite
Perfect.
having that boost. Not fast enough.
Yeah.
Kickoff going to Pajama. Solid start for the Vandals.
Oh, Toaster
Whoa!
Almost got another one. Pajama not quite fast enough on the follow-up there, but we've seen some great work from Toaster at the beginning of this game.
That we have. Solid touches all around. Pretty strong start for the Vandals, but now SAU is pushing back into that corner. Pajama taking it up with safety hazard right there. Victor pinching the Pajama off.
This could be a chance for Southern Arkansas, but a nice hit from safety. Toaster can't quite connect with it up there, but Seth is going to bring it set. Oh!
Toaster with the second point, making up for that missed shot earlier. There we go, off the side.
Bit of a mishap on the side there. He hit it straight into the other teammate. That's unfortunate for them.
Poor Billy. Self-goals, not fun.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't really anything he could do about it, though.
No.
Not with the way Toaster hit it. Now, Victor trying to go for the double tap, I assume, but it's knocked all the way to the other end of the field. Billy is able to knock it center straight to Toaster. Toaster's been on top of things this game. Like, I like the way he's been up front in challenging different stuff.
Pajama's been a great support, gotta highlight that, and safety has been taking more of a support role in this game specifically, but he's still been pretty up there, pretty present. Billy trying to keep Pajama away, successful for a moment, gets him a touch on the ball in Vandal territory, but not for long. Cheese with the pass, but misses.
I'm not sure what Billy was doing there, but honestly, it looked a little bit cool.
It did slide off the bumper.
Yeah, and now Seth is able to boom it away. Billy hits it back into the corner, and we've been seeing some good possession in these recent 30 seconds.
Straight past Cheese, but right into Victor. Safety now pushing forward a little bit more into SAU corner.
Ooh,
Toaster's trying to get to it,
and
he does. That's his third goal? Yeah, because he got the shot off the setup from safety. He got the push into a self goal, and now here we go.
Yeah. No, that was... I like how up front he's been with possession and that sort of thing.
50-50 goes to safety. Victor takes it off the wall, centering it to Billy off the corner. Now Vandals are taking back to SAU.
Yeah, and Vic Cheese tries to clear it. He can't get it past Pajama and Toaster, though. And now Seth is going to hit it towards the center, and he puts in another one for the U of I.
Just look at that beautiful shot straight into the corner. Just a little tap. Look at that.
Right over McCheese.
Right into the pocket. Oh, goodness. That was great. 4-0 right now in the second game.
Yeah, I mean, the first match was close, but this is just a runaway.
I would say so. I don't think that Arkansas is playing any worse either. I think they're holding strong, but the Vandals are moving a little bit differently, a little bit faster, and a little bit more cohesive, and it's really giving SAU some trouble. Oh, that was a cluster.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I like that hit from safety a lot because it kept up the Vandal offense right there, and it kind of highlights the fact that you can't have someone all the way back in net when you're in offense. Like, you have to have someone midfield, but close, but far away enough to catch something that goes awry. Like Toaster there.
Setup shot straight for Victor. That would have been a gorgeous shot if Toaster hadn't been there.
Yeah, and with low boost too, that was pretty impressive. Seth misses it off the wall, but Toaster's able to make up for it. But it's still bouncing center.
Looks safety going front post. Is Victor gonna get that shot? 4-1 now.
Yeah, I really liked the rotations on the part of U of I before that, though. Just a bit of a double commit left the net open. And it looks like Toaster was returning from collecting boost.
Oh, here we go. 30 seconds for them to get 3 points and tie it up.
And it does look like it's going to be at the U of I's half, at least for now. Toaster and the rest of the Vandals aren't quite able to get it. Victor is trying to pass it center, get the lineup, and he does!
What a great setup. Centering it down to that pass right over the Vandal defender here. Who was that? Pajama and Toaster not quite in the right spots to defend from that.
Yeah, that was a really good shot. Like, that's one of those times where you can see the setup happening, but there really isn't anything you can do about it.
Billy stealing that shot away from Pajama, though it was rather forward.
Yeah, I do like the boost stealing that's been going on as well. Ooh, almost another shot from Pajama that's knocked away.
1 second,
And-
just need to get it onto the ground. Victor's not trying to let that happen.
Ooh.
Not trying to go for that last shot with that touch. Second game goes to the Vandals, now tied up 1-1 in the series.
Yeah. No, that was an amazing game.
I liked that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And not just because Vandals won. I think,
Yeah.
especially in that last half minute, I mean, just a half minute, and SAU got
Yeah.
2 goals, and they were pushing for a third. I mean, oof.
Yeah, that was great shot from Pajama too.
Mm-hmm.
And an unfortunate kickoff goal in the first game, but then the Vandals just kind of like they're getting these amazing shots, and I really like I think their shots and the way they've been hitting the ball specifically has been a lot more on point. Like they've had a lot fewer misses this game.
I completely agree. It's like they shook off the last game. Really appreciate that. Didn't let the loss get to them.
Yeah.
They played really well in that first game, and they kept that up even better in the second game. Let's see what's in the third. SAU, I still think pretty strong contenders. This can go either
Yeah.
way. We might get to a 7th game.
That would be
overtime?
fun.
Guys, do I get more Rocket League?
Yeah, no. That's valid. Rocket League if you play it and if you get kind of the mechanics down and understand truly how hard the game is, it's really, really interesting.
I can barely
really
get
fun.
the ball into the air. I kind of suck, but I can watch and appreciate.
Yeah. Like, even at the beginning of the game and, like, I don't want to say, like, sucking, but it just makes you appreciate it a lot more. And
Toasters.
so many hours put into the game. Now, Pajama's trying to set something up, but it does go over to the corner.
Yeah, Victor trying to take it away. Gets it past safety. Little open Toaster bounces it right back at mid. Gets it centered, but Cheese isn't letting that happen. Demo from Cheese onto safety. Gets them into Vandal territory. Here's Billy and Victor going straight down. Pajama with the defense. It's been him and Toaster have been going kind of back and forth, rotating
Yeah.
defense like that. And they've been having a pretty solid front post, back post defense whenever they're in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Toaster just barely gets it over Victor there. McCheese can't really catch up to it, leaving it open for Toaster.
He just carries it in. And that is once again first point for the Vandals. That's
He's
3
on fire
games.
today.
Yeah, 3 games in a row.
Yeah, it looks like whoever was back in net just got caught up on the crossbar a little bit. Couldn't quite get out there to protect against that shot from Toaster. That was a really good setup. That was just a great play by him.
It really was.
And now Victor is going to hit it to the side, straight to Pajama. He's going to
Pajama
hit it center.
did get that second hit off of kickoff and has just been sticking with the ball here. Now he's dropping back. Nice rotates from the Vandals. Oh, passes right over his head, but Cheese is going to keep pushing the ball into Vandal territory. Pajama on front post. Here we go.
Now it looks like Victor is going to get it around 1, but there are kind of some awkward passing, I think, on the side of Southern Arkansas. Like, they're having a bit of a rough time of it.
Yeah, I think that's what's really opening up a lot of holes into their offense. Oh, that was such... That crossbar hit, that was so
I
close.
thought that
for
was
SMU.
going in.
Me too.
And I thought we were going to have to go back on, like, the lack of cohesion. Like, okay, they just scored a goal.
I was like, never mind. That was our bad.
Yeah, now McCheese is going to catch up with it. He's going to try to keep some success up for Arkansas, but it's kind of been a stalemate on their part so far. And great stuff from Seth there.
50-50 Seth. Nice demo from Pajama onto Victor. Billy tries to get to the ball. It doesn't really work. That demo worked in Victor's favor. Gets him set up perfectly to defend and get the ball right back into Vandal territory here.
Yeah, he can't quite follow it up, and then it goes to Toaster, who's going to bring it up the side towards the wall. Looks like he goes for the demo. He can't quite get Victor, though, and safety's going to send it center. McCheese is there before Pajama, I assume.
Taking
Now he's
advantage
going to
of the...
send it in. Toaster just slams it out right from the top of him.
Gets it past Victor, but Victor does recover faster. Billy sending it forward. nice pinch between Toaster and Pajama to get the ball up. There we go.
Now, there's been a lot of activity in the Southern Arkansas half, and I think that's a win for the Vandals just because. Oh,
Yeah, no, that's going into the corner. A little bit of overshot. That's fine. Stopping Cheese and Safety Hazard taking advantage of the stall. Here we go.
Yeah, I've just liked the offensive rotations of the Vandals because it's really difficult to keep the ball in someone else's half for an extended period of time. Just because you're at least for me, I'm always naturally slightly uncomfortable there because you're not back in front of your net. If something goes wrong, you might be a little bit hard pressed to get back quickly unless you have the cohesion that I'm seeing from the Vandals.
I completely agree. I'm naturally a goalie in every sense of the word. I do not like being forward, but the Vandals are handling it really well. Maybe over. Oh! That would have been fun. That would have been a nice waterfall shot.
Yeah, and now Seth is going to bring it to the corner again. I love this offense from the Vandals, and they're making, I think even though Southern Arkansas is doing a great job with defense, I think the fluidity of the U of I is almost making Arkansas seem a little bit sloppy, even though they can't land one in the net.
I think the main problem that Arkansas is having right now is they're not having the same passing cohesion as we talked about as they had in previous games. A lot of their passes are dropping. Their setups aren't working out for them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Vandals pushing in the right spots, finding the weaknesses in the setup. But
Yeah,
it feels a little different this game.
yeah. I do think mechanically, Victor Dying seems to be the best of them, which does check out because I looked at their ranks and stuff beforehand, and Victor Dying is team captain, and he's a champion, actually.
Oh.
While the other two members are diamond and platinum. So,
Okay.
and it looks like there's still a chance here for Southern Arkansas until
the ball
hits-
touches.
Oh,
There we
which
go.
it does.
That was still a really close game. That was almost a 4-minute volley at the end there, and still no goal. It was 1-0.
Yeah.
Whew.
The pressure from that offense, I think, was really, really good. It totally worked in the Vandals' favor because I think that the teams, if they were given more chances, could have definitely scored more goals on the Vandals.
Yeah. They held a solid defense. That's why we didn't get any more goals past that. Victor Dying and Cheese, they were just going back and forth.
They were,
in front of
yeah.
the goal, while Billy was focusing more on the cars, as we noticed, keeping specifically Toaster away from the ball a few times.
Yeah. No, the physicality in Rocket League is funny to see sometimes, like with the demos and the bumps. But oftentimes, like the really strategic moments of that are really cool to see as well.
Absolutely. Now we're heading into the fourth game. Current score is 2-1 in Vandal favor.
In the series.
That would have been a good...
Yeah, that was kind of what we were talking about, I think, with, like, Victor, for example, set that up, but nobody was there to follow through.
Yeah.
That was a great hit from
see
Victor.
The rest of his team seeing what was up with them, but the fact that they weren't there is pretty much why they didn't get that first point.
Yeah.
As far as we've seen, between these two teams, that first point could be all that matters.
True. Oh, that was an opportunity for Billy, but Victor is going to put that in the net.
I don't know if he had enough boost for that. I can...
Yeah, I think it was just he dodged a little bit too early. Perhaps moving to the side instead of kind of boosting himself upwards.
First point to Southern Arkansas.
If this does go to Game 7, I'd be excited.
I'd be perfectly happy with that.
I haven't been able to cast much Rocket League recently, so this is exciting.
We have missed you. Here we go. Cheese sending it forward, contested by Pajama. He takes it back into Southern Arkansas. Victor's just waiting at front post. Here we go. Yep. Right there. Safety knocking it right back, trying to set it up for Pajama. Didn't quite work out. Toaster on defense, trying to turn the ball around. Gets over Victor, but not past Billy.
Ooh, Pajama kind of messes up that one, but Safety's there to take over, bringing it downfield. And now it's back to Pajama. Ooh, kind of, McCheese was just trying to center it there, but he couldn't quite get his grasp on the ball.
Not with Safety right there.
Yeah.
Safety at midfield, preventing the ball from getting too far away. Now they're rotating back. Very smooth from the Vandals. Honestly, all the rotates have been pretty smooth this game.
I would agree, yeah. And now Seth is going to carry it back downfield. There has been a little bit of like clustering. Like I think the cars, not on the same team, but like opposing teams, they've been bumping into each other. I think in a way that's not entirely purposeful at times.
Sometimes, yeah, it kind of feels like that.
Yeah, but now Pajama's going to try to take it up the side. Kind of fakes out McCheese, I think. But there's another knock to the center. No one really there to follow it up. It goes right over Billy, but McCheese is there to take over.
Victor ready on defense. Oh, right over from Pajama, but Billy's ready.
Ooh.
Demo from Safety.
It honestly feels like the Vandals are kind of just dancing around every single member of Southern Arkansas right now.
But if they want a point on the board, they got to push a little harder.
Yeah. I definitely want to see some more of that offensive cohesiveness that we were seeing last game.
Not the whiff from Safety, no.
Oh no, Victor is going to connect that one right there.
Solid
That was an
bounce in.
amazing shot, I think.
Yeah, look at that. A pinch between Billy and Toaster. Touch from Victor into the crossbar and down into the goal. Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm excited to see more of this. This is shaping out to be a really interesting series.
What a good start to playoffs.
Yeah, no, for sure. Victor
Oh my
dying,
goodness.
puts a third one in.
Not quite a kickoff shot, but you know what? Close enough. That was a bounce off of the Vandals straight up.
Yeah, it was a bit of a double commit though. So it might have been either a lack of opportunity or lack of communication, or just Victor saw the opportunity.
And took it a little faster.
Yeah.
Oh, Pajama.
Or
But it
wasn't
goes to
sure
Safety.
McCheese could make the shot. Because I know at times if I know I'm not going to make something, I just,
Let your teammate take it, yeah.
well, I call out for my brother who's taking grand chip, and I'm like, Josh, I can't do this, help me. And he does.
Help. No, I don't do that. Whenever I'm playing with Weedles, I'm just like, Weedles! Well, actually, not usually playing with Weedles. Usually, Weedles is hovering around somewhere, and I'm like, Weedles!
Yeah, and now it looks like Victor is going to bring it down the field, passes its center, almost gets another one.
It
That's
bounces
knocked
over
away.
Pajama. That was a little scary. Oh, but here we go. This is kind of a reverse of the second game.
Yeah. Except it doesn't, I don't think Southern Arkansas has been as dominating as the Vandals were that match.
Yes. Mostly looking at the scores for that.
Yeah.
Billy following the ball back with Pajama. Safety as support. Victor tries to get the ball away. Safety hazard gets bounced off the crossbar. Not quite getting there.
And Victor, I really like his game sense in particular too. Like he seems to know when to go after the ball and just the perception of where it's going to go.
Oh!
Ooh. And he gets another shot.
That was a perfect read from Victor. I mean, Toaster trying to get it off. Gets it off the wall. Victor reading it perfectly. Pajama not quite getting there on jump. I think that's 0-4.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Safety Hazard's shot earlier, right before Victor's goal, did have reminiscence of the varsity double tap off the back. Just a little bit.
The one in the replays.
Let's say
Yeah.
they do that extremely frequently.
Yeah, no. Varsity loves double taps and that sort of thing.
Yeah. But anyway, here we have Toaster taking it into SAU. Pajama at midfield, passing right over Billy. It's going to see Victor in the corner, but Toaster counters. Ooh.
McCheese possibly has a runaway here, but it's slammed away ferociously by Toaster. And Victor is going to try to bring it towards the center, but he doesn't really need to as...
Last second. And it touches, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah.
Guys, This is such a great series.
This is an amazing start to playoffs for JV2 specifically. Like, I'm excited. Like, I love watching varsity play, but I'm really excited to see JV1 and JV2 play in these games, and I'm excited to cast for them and just see how they're doing.
So JV4 is actually playing right next to JV2. If we could just like zoom in on their screen so we could also get like a little glimpse of what they're doing, that would be awesome. I'd love to see that too. But that was a 4th game, tying it up.
Yeah.
SAU really coming back from 2 games of kind of falling off, the cohesion falling off. But I think it's mostly Victor carrying right there.
I do think so.
I don't know how that's going to play out in future games. I mean, if one team's carrying, or if one team member is carrying, then that can mean some pretty bad things for the whole team.
Yeah. I think the one good thing that I did like about Victor is he seemed to know where to be with the ball, like when to not go for it, and possibly when one of his teammates wasn't up for it, like we saw when he took over from a cheese.
I'll say he has a few good setups, and I guess we'll see how they adapt in this coming game.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more from the Vandals as well. And I think they really have to keep up that cohesion and that specifically like the offensive possession that they had previously.
Yeah, I think being a little bit more aggressive. They've already been really good with communication, passing, and plays, but they just need to push a little harder. I think they can get this 5th game.
Ooh, some nice offense from Toaster and Pajama there, but Victor was there again. Safety can't quite take it over. And now McCheese sends it back down. Pajama's got it.
Billy sends it up. Toaster following the ball. All 3 of Southern Arkansas right there in that lane.
Yeah. That wasn't, in terms of rotations and stuff,
I don't think that was a great plan. But it happens sometimes. It happens.
Victor gets it around Pajama, but not around Toaster. I liked the way Pajama challenged there, because even though he didn't manage to like get the ball out of the way, he did knock Victor out of the way, which is really important with some aerial play sometimes.
Absolutely. Sometimes you just got to target the player instead.
Yeah. And now Toaster, he gets up a little too late, and Safety is going to go after. It looks like McCheese kind of made a whiff there. Didn't touch the ball quite the way he wanted to.
I think Safety pushed the ball out mostly to give the Vandals some room on defense rather than to actually make a play forward, because I don't think the Vandals were actually ready for a forward push.
Yeah, and now Victor, great pinch, sending it down sideways.
Toaster! Woo! That was a little close.
Yeah.
Trying to go a little overshot, but I think that's mostly because he knew the defenders were right there.
Yeah. No, it can be, dribbling is really hard, actually. Like, it looks easy, but it can be very difficult. Oh, a shot from Toaster that's
off
just
the corner. Pajama, is Safety going to get it here? Oh, no. Billy with the bump.
Yeah, that was some great defense, I think, from Southern Arkansas. But I did like the way the U of I handled that possession there and handled that offense.
Toaster and Pajama in that corner over there. Billy is making more of a presence in these last 2 games, too.
I would agree, yes.
Yeah.
Now Victor's going up top. Safety has it off the backboard. He's going to bring it down, but McCheese is going to send it the way it came. And Pajama takes over from the whiff previously. And now Toaster's going to send it upfield straight to Victor. I mean, we're talking about U of I offensive possession, and I think Southern Arkansas is doing a lot better job of that.
I think they're recognizing we tend to send the ball up first before we even have Vandals up there, and they're just taking advantage of that. With a solid hold on midfield, you can prevent a lot of forward pushes.
Yeah, I would agree. Ooh, kind of awkward on the side of the Vandals here. The defense isn't quite solid. We saw a double commit there from Pajama and Safety Hazard. And then another one from Toaster and Safety Hazard again.
Victor now taking it back, but Safety's not letting it happen. Back off to the side.
Nice boost steal from Victor there. And now Safety's going to try to bring it down. It looks like Toaster's ready for that offensive push now, like what you were saying.
Toaster
tries to get the bump.
Also with the boost steal as he pushes for center.
And Southern Arkansas again are kind of in that same area of the field all at the same time.
Bounce off the top, but unfortunately the Vandals don't take advantage of that. Toaster trying to keep it past midfield. Safety now pushing forward with Toaster. Pajama getting ready. There we go. Bounce off, keeping away from Victor. Billy getting ready.
Looks like McCheese is going to carry it downfield. Can't quite follow through. Toaster isn't going after it, so Billy's heading out. And then, almost a good shot. Victor is going to put it in. Oh, he's almost going to put it in. Safety is going to knock it away.
If Billy was positioned just slightly differently, they would have made that with a team play, which would have been amazing. But the Vandals had the lucky opportunity from that bounce off the crossbar down. Oh,
that was, I think, an unfortunate miss from Pajama right there.
yeah.
Safety just couldn't get back there in time.
4 minutes for that first point.
Yeah. This is an amazing series so far.
This is great.
Yeah, and now it looks like McHughes is going to take care, dribbling it around 1, but not around 2, as Pajama kind of hunts him down.
Victor taking it off the side, past the Cheese, getting it recentered, but not before Toaster takes it off into the corner.
Now Victor is going to try to bring it out of the corner. Safety almost hits that in.
No, if only we had Pajama centered already. That would have been a great shot.
And now Victor almost gets another one. Pajama is going to head over, trying to bring it upfield. McCheese is there. Safety with the save. It looks like they haven't looked as flustered yet this time around.
Yeah. Oh.
I take that back.
They weren't ready for that one. I mean,
yeah.
Pushing forward. Safety does get back, but not fast enough. Nope.
Yeah.
But congrats to Billy for that
there.
first shot. I believe that's his first goal.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's just been Victor and Cheese.
Yeah, they've been kind of dominating the match. Now Toaster's going to bring the ball upfield. Safety almost connects with it. That was almost a really great pass.
Pajama taking it away, but not before Billy bounces it right back to Cheese.
And it looks like this game is going to go to Arkansas again.
Oh, we're still in. Oh, there we go. Nice spike down to the ground. And that makes this 2-3 in SAU's favor. We have to either see the Vandals take this 6th game.
Yeah.
And we go to a 7th. I mean, or...
Yeah, they're on match point now, so...
We're close.
We are. I hope... It would be so cool to see more of JV2. Yeah. Great. That was some amazing defense, I think, from the Vandals as well, too.
I agree. This team, we don't get to see a lot of them, as she said, but I would love to see more. They're doing good. They're doing good.
For sure. Yeah, and then I do hope to see, I just love when the team itself is cohesive, even if some players whiff the ball at some point. Like, it's really satisfying to see those team plays.
With the good recoveries and just moving on. It's like, it happened. Let's go.
Yeah, just good. The follow-ups there. I really like them.
Gotta appreciate the music.
True. I don't know. Do you have any other insights on
this game in particular? I feel like after that first shot, the Vandals kind of retreated into themselves a little bit.
True.
Really started focusing on that defense, trying to stay close to the goal, and I think that made it worse.
Yeah.
Looks like we will be having some server maintenance issues, so you guys were stuck with our faces while they make a new lobby.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. There's always technical difficulties when it comes to Rocket League. Like, it's a key part of the game. It's like the ball.
It's thankfully not as bad as R6. It's not as bad as R6. Could I tell you about my first R6 experience?
Sure. Why not? We have time.
There's a cinematic cutscene that happens before you even enter the game and before you get into the training. I got through the cinematic cutscene and then it crashed. So that is baseline tech issues with R6. Rocket League's great. It's the angel child of the Esports League.
Yeah.
In my opinion, everybody else can fight me on it.
Yeah. I mean, the lag can be brutal sometimes.
That I can agree with. Yeah, but lag's rough. in general. And it sounds like we are in the new lobby, so we should be getting into that
Yeah.
6th game pretty soon. Guys, 6. Already, it feels like not even 10 minutes have passed.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I love Rocket League games are pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I love when it goes to the game 7, and I love when there's overtime. And it was super exciting, especially because the championships for ECAC with varsity went all the way to game 7.
Well, hopefully we see that again this time.
Yeah.
That
That was a stressful cast.
seeing what's going on with the game would be great. Thank you. Victor coming around the corner, but we have substitutes. Octo Cornet coming in, replacing safety. Octo Cornet's okay.
Yeah, so we have Alter Cornet, and then it looks like we have Cheese now instead of...
McCheese.
No, not... Sorry, Cheese now instead of... Yeah, on the other team, yeah.
Okay. Safety and Safety and Pajama switched out for Cheese and Octal. Okay. Cheese!
No. Sends it one towards the goal, but it looked like it was right in front of Billy, so nothing's going to happen there for now. Octo Cornet's kind of waiting for an opportunity. That was a good touch there.
Nice bounce off.
With the double shot.
With the double touch off the back.
Oh, that was so good.
It was so good. Look at that. Beautiful. And we had Toaster there support just in case it didn't happen. That's what we love to see.
Yes. Strong start for Idaho.
Here, Cheese taking over for that kickoff. Victor sending it over to the corner. Who's contesting? That would be Toaster. Yes. Cheese in the corner.
Nice demo from Toaster, but it wasn't quite enough to get around the Southern Arkansas defense. Octo Cornet sends it center. Ooh, excellent read off the corner. I really love that.
Toaster getting that corner shot.
And Cheese now has the follow-up, but not quite fast enough.
The domination of the field right now.
Yeah. I like it.
This is what we saw in the second game, too. Ooh. Here we go. Nice boost stealing, Octal. Cheese at midfield. They're backing up. They're rotating back to defense. Octal and Toaster already at the post. And sending it forward. My goodness. What fantastic rotates.
Yeah, I feel like Southern Arkansas just haven't been able to get a secure grip on possession and therefore haven't really had a chance at offense. Meaning it's really mostly been dominated by Idaho. Victor tries to set something up and get a chance, but there's just, I think, 3 cars in his way. I think that was a triple commit, but...
A little bit, but it worked out this time. Oh, is that just... Oh! They just let that happen.
I think Octo Cornet might have, like,
the carry
them out. He totally faked out Victor. That was cool. That was interesting. I like that.
And I think McCheese was there, and he just whiffed it on accident. He probably thought Victor had it.
Yeah, and I mean, Victor's a good player to trust.
Oh,
Billy, I thought that was going in. I was like, oh no.
I was holding my breath for a second. I was just like, is it? But it did not. And now we're heading back. Cheese trying to push back into Vandal territory. 2-0 score right now. They got to even it out with 1.5 minutes left.
Cheese gets the save. That was I loved that reaction time there. And Victor's shot was also just really cool. That was some fast play.
Love seeing that right there. Victor had the ball up in the air. We saw a pass from Octal, a pass from Cheese before it hit the ground there. And now we have a Toaster score from the corner.
I liked I keep saying I liked, but I'm liking all of this.
This is great.
Toaster just got it right above Victor there.
Cheese tried to bump him as he went up, and it didn't quite work out for him. 3-0 now.
Yeah, this is basically a repeat of game 3, I believe? 2, yeah.
Though I will say, it has a lot more of that cohesiveness on SAU's part from our last game. So it's really just a better game, too.
True. Yeah, no, we've been seeing great things from either side. Toaster almost connects with that. Octal is there, but SAU gets there first.
Cheese pushing it back into that corner with the bounce, but Billy on front post is now pushing forward. Octal trying to get that center, gets the center, gets the demo! And Toaster takes advantage!
That was so good!
love that setup. Look at that. Bounce off post center with the demo straight after opening
amazing.
it up for Toaster.
I really enjoyed that play. That made me so happy. They really capitalized on that, especially by demoing Victor. I love to see Octocornet with this game sense.
Goodness. This is, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like U of I is going to come away with this game, meaning we will get to see a Game 7 on the first day of playoffs.
It's not impossible, but 4-0 with a minute left, and these volleys have all been so long. Even when SAU has been having the advantage, I don't see them taking the win here unless we go to overtime, which means they get 4 points in the next 52 seconds, which would be insane. And at that point, I would be asking, where was that energy earlier?
Yeah.
Octal sending it forward to an empty goal. SAU's rushing to get back. He centers Cheese, but the double commit, I mean, it saves from a 5th goal, but...
Yeah. Ooh. Toaster with the hit there, kind of keeps it midfield. Octo follows it up, managing to hit it towards the net, but it doesn't quite go in. Toaster is there for the follow. But I am starting to see some aggression, even if it probably is a little bit of desperation from Arkansas.
As is typical for 15 seconds left.
Yeah.
Getting 1 point on the board would be great for SAU.
Yeah, especially in terms of morale and such, but they are stuck in their own half for now. And I think it's... in these past 30 seconds, I think it was mostly due to their own team awkwardness instead of anything from the Vandals.
Octal taking it up. It looks like the Vandals are not giving this up, and Victor's just like, nah, we're just ending it. We're heading into the 7th game.
Yeah.
I knew this team was going to be pretty even, but this even is kind of crazy.
Yeah, this was so fun to watch. I really... that goal from Octal, and then the demo from Octal. I think he's quickly becoming one of my favorite players, honestly. Just
Octal's
from that sense.
Fantastic player. I mean, if you guys should interview anybody in the analyst section, either be Octal, Toaster, or I'd say Safety. But
yeah,
Toaster would probably be the best choice because he's been through all of these games so far, but Octal had a fantastic set.
He did.
So far.
That was amazing. And I'm partial because Octal actually played with my brother in a college tournament thing. So it was at the Vandal Gaming Convention, actually.
Was he one of the high schoolers?
No, he played. It was a separate 4-team tournament. It was
Logor,
Zachman, yep, all of that.
Okay, yeah, those were fun. I wasn't able to actually watch a lot of it, but Toaster. The aggression, but ping-ponging between him and Cheese. Ball stayed. Victor trying to take it. Billy sending it off to the side, and Octal now pushing back into SAU corner.
Ooh, Cheese with the shot off, and now Toaster does get it over Victor.
Just breathe. There was nothing Victor could have done.
Yeah. I love that team play. That was such cohesion.
Oh, gosh. And Toaster was ready to get Cheese out of the way.
I know.
He was heading over there.
He was so close. That's one of those instances where pushing up with the ball and possibly leaving your defense vulnerable was really good, and it's hard to gauge that sometimes. Cheese,
wait,
to Octo, almost.
I was like, hold up now. But McCheese was ready. Now Victor on defense with McCheese. Those two have been the most solid defensive team. Not discounting Billy. Billy is mostly, I see him as kind of that roaming player. He fills a lot of spots.
Ooh, Victor right off the corner there. He's coming in for another one, doesn't quite have the situation to follow up. And it looks like Octo is going to come to the corner. He doesn't quite get it around Victor dying. And
once again, Victor pushing back.
Yeah.
But we go center, and that gives us a little bit more room to get it into the corner of SAU.
Yeah, and now she's going to try to bring it center. Can't quite do it, though, with Victor. He's retaining possession of the ball again, going up against Octal.
Octal and Cheese. Cheese sends it up. Are we going to see another? Oh, no. But Toaster does come to try. Unfortunately, with a whiff, Cheese is now following Victor. Victor with the demo on Octal, but it heads over to Toaster, and now we see a nice bump. Don't think that was intentional on either side, but
Yeah, I've been noticing. I love all the presets on the Vandals teams as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird thing to notice, but
no, they're fun. It's how I keep
they're
track
all
of the
fun.
players because
Yeah.
sometimes you can't see what the name is, so you just gotta guess kind of from how their cars look.
yeah. No, I love presets and such. Anyway, there's Octo Cornet. That was a great backwards touch. And it goes over to the corner, straight to Victor, who gets it around
Billy.
one Vandal.
Up, but not past Cheese at midfield. Oh,
Ooh.
oh!
That was some awkwardness on the side of Arkansas.
Cheese now pushing up into the shoulder. He follows through, passes over McCheese and Billy. Billy just
He
was
thought
a little,
McCheese was going to get that.
I think Billy just went a little too fast there.
Yeah. I mean, this could be a playoffs win for JV2. This is exciting.
After this, I need to know how JV4 did.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Victor
Oh!
or McCheese from the sky.
I think Victor sent it down to McCheese, and McCheese got that in. Yeah, McCheese
Oh.
or Cheese sends it up. Victor gets the touch.
That was a great shot.
Wait, where did McCheese come in there?
Victor hit it down, and then McCheese kind
Okay.
of swooped in.
Oh, I thought I saw McCheese like way over in the corner.
No, that was Victor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was a great shot from McCheese, and now Victor's going to bring it down. We are 2-1 though in this game 7.
I mean,
It's
it
got to
can
be
go either
stressful
way.
for both teams.
because with how it's been going, SAU can get that second point in these 2 minutes
Yeah.
and bring this to an overtime. Or the Vandals can hold out with their aggressive offense and keep them away.
The demo from Toaster.
I
The demo from Toaster. Oh, that was so good.
Toaster up.
He just slammed them out of the way.
I love the Vandals' strategic demos. They have been so much better
Yes.
about that.
Especially with this last game. It's been so nice to see. And now Octo's going to bring it up to the side. He doesn't have any boost. I was going to say, can he make the open net? But can't quite catch up to the ball. Now Cheese gets the touch, probably not quite the way he wanted to, but Toaster comes in from the sky. McCheese knocks it downfield straight to Octo, who's carrying it.
Oh.
He can get it around McCheese, and he
It
can!
does. Even with the slight pinch from McCheese, it didn't matter. They were so close. It just went straight in. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great dunk.
4-1 with a minute and a half left in Game 7.
I don't want to jinx anything, but I think this might be a Vandal win.
Knocking on wood. Don't worry, everybody. Nice defense from Cheese, sending it over to the side where Octal is, but not quite ready for the ball there. Toaster now turning around. Oh, passes right over SAU, but McCheese is not letting it into the goal that easy.
Yeah. Now Cheese now is going to knock it to the corner. Looks like Octo's waiting for McCheese to go hit it. But McCheese does get the dunk on him. And Toaster is going to carry it up to the side. We've seen a little bit more aggression on the side of Southern Arkansas right now, which I do like to see that.
Yeah. I mean, with a minute left, they're fighting for their places in playoff right
Yeah. They're very survival. Ooh.
Ooh,
Double commit from Southern Arkansas there.
worked out. They didn't get a 5-1.
True. Yeah, and now it looks like Toaster's going to try to pass it center. She's coming down from the ceiling, but can't quite connect with it in the way he wanted to, I think.
McCheese taking advantage, tag teaming with Victor, pushing forward, trying to get that center. A little bit past overshooting. And go Toaster and
Ooh, triple commit on the Vandals there, but luckily... Oh,
no.
McCheese does come away with the shot here.
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
curious to see.
Bounce over, triple commit. Billy gets out of the way. Cheese goes up, or McCheese goes up, and Cheese isn't able to make that save.
The cheeses are against each other.
Cheese versus cheese. I have a preference for provolone.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Like what?
That couldn't be.
That is not how we tie up this game of it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
If that was the third
Toaster with the backboard lead.
again, Again? Here we go. Bounce.
Instead of
off-
4-3, it's 5-2.
Okay, Octal with the touch off the back down to Toaster, and Toaster takes it in.
Oh, that was so good. I'm loving this.
I need this whole game clipped. This whole series clipped.
Yes, I agree.
We go 2 seconds, and that is Vandal win.
Amazing. I need to go congratulate them after this because they played so well.
Oh yeah, and I can't wait to see who gets interviewed today. If there is an interview, you know what? To be completely honest, I do not know what was going on with analyst section. I hope they do an interview because
That would be cool, yeah.
that was a great game. And what a fantastic start to playoffs.
Yeah.
I
mean, it had to be stressful, but it was very cinematic.
mhm.
It was very satisfying to watch. It made the eventual win so good.
We did have those arcs of
Yeah.
just like SAU doing fantastic. Now the Vandals taking the win.
And then that last game, they were both doing really, really well.
What a good day for Rocket League.
I agree. It's just I love casting for Rocket League. And it always makes me want to play, and I don't play enough, but it is what it is.
I need to play more. But you know what? You know what you could do? See, on Vandal Giving Day, April 7th and 8th, we're doing rankings for various games in our U Idaho Esports main account,
Mhm.
which means there's going to be like 3 people that are playing Rocket League to get us ranked. I'm one of those people, and you guys can see how bad I am. And you can return the casting that I usually give onto me. It would be funny.
It would be fun.
But that's one of our events coming up next
Oh.
week.
Yeah,
Yes,
April
next
7th
week.
and 8th, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to hear more about that, actually.
Oh, Vandal Giving Day?
Yeah.
So we're going to have a roughly 31-hour stream starting
Oh, cool.
10 a.m. on Tuesday, the 7th, going all the way to like 8 p.m. on Wednesday, April 8th.
Mhm.
And honestly, the only reason we're going that long, because most
Mhm.
Vandal Giving Day actually ends at around 5-ish, 5:30, is because we have another playoff game that we're just
Oh,
gonna
cool.
take the stream, and we're just like, no, we're not gonna end it. We're just
Yeah.
gonna go straight in. But we have a lot of things going on. I know some of our leads, Fenrir, will be playing horror games.
Oh, really?
Yes, he hates horror games. It's going to be great. We're doing rankings. There's prizes for people who donate like specific amounts of money. And then there's
Mhm.
also things that we're going to be doing if we reach different goals. All of that's posted. I know our various social medias have
Mhm.
different flyers for that. You guys can check that out. And it's really cool. We have a lot of events planned. Again, 31 roughly hours of streaming.
That's gonna be
full
exhausting.
of content. I'm scheduled for about 10 hours on Tuesday and then 9 hours on Wednesday. But you know what? After that fantastic game, I think we should take some time and let the analysts
Yeah.
just piece through all the wonderful things.
Yeah. That was amazing. I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
I've been Green Rose Gaming,
And let's go and leave.
and we'll head over to analysts.
Well, that was certainly a lot to process as we
Yes.
welcome you back to the analyst booth here. I mean, let's just walk through the story there real quick.
Yeah.
Facing elimination, they make the sub to Cornette. He comes
Uh-huh.
in and absolutely dominates that
Yes,
Game 6
uh-huh.
and that Game 7.
Yeah, they definitely needed it in that moment because otherwise, Arkansas was going to take it. That was their game without that, that pivotal like switch up in the team. So that was crazy to see.
Yeah, Southern Arkansas was pretty much looking poised to take that after the going up 3-2 in the series. And, I mean, this is just what happens in the playoffs, right? You just get these
Yeah.
players who come in here and make these types of plays. Made it look easy out there.
Yes, I know. Yeah. So some things that I saw that they were doing, our team doing pretty good throughout the thing, even without that that switch up, was some pretty good individual hits on their end. They at first they were kind of rocky on their defense. They started picking it up more once they noticed that Arkansas was really pushing a little bit harder on that. What about you? Anything else that you noticed?
Yeah, I was really paying attention to the boost throughout it. And I mean, it was quite simple a lot of the time. And where Idaho was struggling was they were just using their boost too quick. I mean, you can see it in these replays here. If you pay attention, a lot of the times you'll see Arkansas with a lot more orange than Idaho has blue.
Yeah.
For the most part. And it was almost like Arkansas was holding on to him maybe a little too much, which is a rare problem in Rocket League for a little bit. And then they started to use them more, and that's when they kind of started taking control of the league. That does not matter when you could just put Cornette in and he could just go off.
Exactly. Yeah, he was doing a lot of good plays on his own. He's faster too. That was a thing that I saw Vandals kind of lacking in before that switch up of the team. Was a lot of plays were slow or maybe hesitant or something else going on there. Because they were using their boost, but they weren't always using them at the best times. So Cornette came in there, was playing a little bit faster, still utilizing a lot of team dynamics, a lot of assists. He was happening with Toaster too. I saw. That's what made that game, at the end of the day, made Vandals victorious.
Yeah, Toaster played all 7 games there, was not the one to be subbed off, and definitely showed up, played with the big boys when they came in.
Yeah.
Had some very nice goals, some pretty good passes. There was that one goal where Cornette got the demo and Toaster scored anyway.
Yes,
but,
that was awesome.
You're still there to have the ball. I mean, just a great effort from the rest of the team there.
Yeah.
And just they definitely got hot at the right time. This is what happens in these playoffs.
Yeah, it's all stakes. Like you said, pivotal changes like with the team, anything like that is what makes or breaks these games. And it's all, like I said, high stakes, all of it. Because, it comes down to the end of the day, who's going to be the champion or not. Definitely.
That's how it goes. Well, unfortunately, I was really hoping to be able to give you guys the spoiler for JV4. Unfortunately, I was informed that they're going to be playing tomorrow, not today. So we will not know. For the moment, though, Idaho JV2 does have that top spot secured, so they will face Hart. What is that? I'm not sure who that is. I'll have to look that up in a bit. Hartford? I'm not sure. That would be my first guess.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
not entirely sure. But regardless of how that goes, this so far has been the closest game of this ECAC Division F Rocket League playoffs. It has been, this is a 4-3, obviously, Game 7, as you just watched, but it was 4-0 all over.
Yeah.
2 other matches has finished as far as we see here. Fuel Esports, always a pretty dominant effort, gets the 4-0 win over KU. Pembroke, what's that, like I'm not sure. And then Binghamton University also falls 4-0 to Waynesburg. Also a pretty good university. It seems a lot of these times in these ECAC competitions, those 2 teams can get pretty well.
Yes,
But regardless, it's looking like a pretty good bracket as we head into the quarterfinals for this. Not sure if we'll stream these guys next week. I think so, yeah.
I'm assuming, we're going to follow, whatever team, unless they end at the exact same time, we're going to, whatever team gets the farthest, we're going to keep following them through stream until they end, or hopefully go to championship. So we'll see about that. And I don't know what other teams we're doing, but so far I know we're doing JV2 and JV4 for Rocket League, and we'll keep streaming that until they're done.
Yeah, this is the good part about playoffs is this, the varsity teams can't make it out in there. They're tougher competition leagues. Well, you get to see some of the JV teams, and you get to see the potential future of the varsity teams.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Which can end up being pretty interesting, as we saw there. How often do you see varsity just have 2 guys come in sub and then just dominate like they did there?
Yeah, that's only something that you normally see in these JV division teams, which are obviously very good players as well, but just, a lot of different styles, I want to say, or, different levels of ability. Because, the cutoff is varsity, and then after that, it just kind of people fall wherever they fall team-wise. So these, switch-ups, you're right, you just don't see on, at the varsity level. So that's what makes watching JV just, I think, sometimes more fun, a lot more relaxed. I feel like the play styles can be a little bit more free, sometimes more fun, you know what I mean?
It definitely goes like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely not to hate on varsity at
No,
all.
exactly.
Don't get us wrong, varsity is amazing to watch every time. It's kind of like, you ever seen the college basketball, the NBA comparison? It's like, college basketball, some people feel, is more fun to watch because the basketball is worse.
Yes.
And the NBA, everybody just chucks up threes, and that takes a lot of skill to do. It's kind of just the same thing over.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, this JV team's just doing stuff you never see with varsity, right?
Yeah, exactly. Trying something new all the time.
Yeah, they try something new, and it's a lot of the times they're just improvising because they don't have the, they don't have the flip resets and all the nasty bumps like the varsity team does, right? So they're just trying to get the ball in the net.
Yeah, exactly. And some of these teams too, they're all trying to play at a professional level, but I think when it comes to JV, sometimes it can be just more of that fun. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
A team just coming together and just, because there's a little bit less stakes when it comes to varsity. So varsity has sometimes they have more of the technical skills when it comes involved, so that makes it fun in that regard to watch. But JV can sometimes just, like you said, just be doing random things, pulling out of nowhere, subbing in random players, and then taking the game at the last second type of deals. So.
Yes, absolutely. The technical aspect does become great, but sometimes it's just nice to watch some guys who are just out there to have some fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to refresh my phone to see if any other games have reported. Unfortunately, it does not seem to be the case, as it usually isn't on the ECAC website.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
that's the unfortunates of it. I'm thinking about what really was the difference there in the game 6 and 7, and I mean the big difference was the substitutions made, right? Not often, especially as we're talking about the varsity teams, you see bench players come in and make a huge impact like they did, right? Just Cornette, I believe, kind of talking a little bit. He kind of acts as like the captain of this team a little bit. Not sure if he's officially, but just decides we're facing elimination. I'm just going to come in and do it myself.
Yeah, exactly. And I think too, we were kind of talking about as we were watching, like if maybe that was the play all along, is him having to come in if they noticed that they were in the chance to maybe lose the game or the series, they were going to bring him in because it looked like there was maybe not. That was maybe not going to happen. Like they were just going to play with the roster they had, but that switch up I think was maybe just plan Z. Like we need to go to that like worst case scenario, or if they're falling behind, they feel like they just need that extra help. So that was definitely interesting to see. Like you said, you don't really see a play like that happen a lot on the varsity kind of level.
Nope. No, certainly not, because the varsity's the best of the best we have here at this university. Well, a lot going on there.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about it just a little bit. It was almost like this Idaho team, they also came out pretty slow, unreactionary was the thing. You mentioned they were kind of, seemed like they just weren't reacting fast enough.
Yeah.
But then in the games that they won, it didn't seem like that issue. It was kind of weird. It's like, get some coffee or something. You don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it was just a lot of, crazy switch ups to see, a lot of different, dynamics happening with the team. Just kind of leading off a little bit slow, but that pickup right at the end just kind of made or broke this game, and obviously, like I said, made it in the Vandals' favor, which is super cool to see. I'm really excited to see how it turns out for JV4. Hopefully tomorrow, it sounds like, I don't know if we're streaming it or not, stay tuned for that. But and hopefully we have an Idaho v. Idaho battle next week.
Sick.
That would be
you get to see the Idaho
see.
stream.
Yeah.
Not sure. I believe that Friday would be dependent on if League of Legends team made it. I'm sure one of those teams had to have made it.
Yeah.
But regardless, that is us. That is it for us in the analyst segment. We appreciate you guys tuning in as always. We hope you had fun. We certainly did. But from here in the analyst booth, I am Undrafted. This was Mozzarella. We will see you guys in the next one.